Good morning, folks. Neil Laza here at High Bun Sports, currently at the Greenfoot Energy Center for our Bandits versus Nova game here today. Both teams yesterday had really great wins, so it's going to be an exciting game here today. So far we have the puck won by the Bandits, but got turned over to the Novas as we enter their zone, trying to clear it for themselves, making some time and space behind that net, sending it back up, using great teamwork here and pace through the neutral zone as they send that one down. Shot there, just missed and wide as they cycle back down. Lots of energy here as they all warmed up, super hyped for this game here today. 15-minute thing here. So Chandler, he'll take that one, helping his team out, trying to clear his zone. Chandler, he'll get this, chips it down in deep at the Nova zone as they stop that puck from going anywhere. Pressure being applied deep in the zone. Early on in this game here, as that will get turned over to the Novas, they'll take this in neutral zone ice, making their way, both teams clearing their own zone. A little bit of ping pong going on here as everyone is hyped for this game here today. Once again, Novas will take this down in their zone, gets turned over quickly as pressure is being applied. Everyone fighting for possession of this one. Manages to lose control as this one gets chipped right back down to deep. Slaying up against the boards there as they try to get possession. Picked up once again by the Novas as they try to set something up here. But once again, intense pressure and no one can quite seem to get a guaranteed hold on this puck here today. Parsons, he'll make a shot there just wide behind the net as that is picked up behind. Slammed into the boards, trying to get possession of this one. Is held up against the boards and no one could quite seem to make their way. Once again, turned over and sent back down to the Nova zone will go as that puck is making its way down. Icing called off, and Bandits will take a tumble there. Puck once again entering the neutral zone. O'Coin making his way as they get possession of this. Nova making their way back down to the Bandit zone, trying to make a shot there where pressure is heavy and defense is heavy too, as it is held against the boards down there. Puck almost hits the ref there, as it is loose once again in the Bandit zone, making its way back to the neutral zone. Novas will pick this one up, trying to get this out of their own zone, clearing it for themselves. Io, he'll work hard to get possession of this one as it sends its way back down to the Bandit zone, cycling along the boards, and picked up by the Bandits in their own zone, making their way back through neutral zone ice, and gets picked up and sent back down by people. Once again, loose, down and deep, as no one can quite seem to get possession of this one. Held up against the boards once again. Ref almost getting hit for the second time in this game. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this first. Once again, puck is taken possession by Bandits as they make their way through. Trying to make a shot here is O'Coin. He hands that one over, loose right in front, but no one could quite seem to get a shot in that net. Novas, Samson, he'll take this one. Pressure is being applied. Samson all alone in the Bandit zone. Couldn't get a shot there. Once again, Bandits are making their way to get this puck out of their zone. Great teamwork here, some great passes and even better receives as they'll make a shot here. Couldn't quite get that one in. Shot made by Cameron. He couldn't quite seem to find the net there. Shot once again. Great saves here by the Nova's goalie as that puck is still loose. No one can quite seem to get possession of this one as it is stuck behind the net and it is slipping all over the ice back there. These boys fighting hard for possession of this one. Once again, Nova still take control of this in their own zone, working hard as Parsons, he eyes this one up. Taken over by McIsaac as he takes this down in deep. Pressure is being applied. Teamwork is great here. McDonald, he'll send that one over, and that one gets turned over down in deep. Foot race here to see who can get possession of this one. And there is a couple slamming into the boards here. They are right outside the Bandits bench, working for this, and shot there, and great save as that puck is loose once again. 11 minutes left to go in this first, and Nova's here are trying to set something up. Great save, and whistle is blown. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. Doucette helping his team out here with that amazing save on the shot there. Shots are currently 4-3. So an exciting first couple minutes of this first, and we are right outside the Bandit zone as we have the puck drop. Nova's making their way, trying to set something up here. Intense and fast movement here on the ice today. As Bandits get control of this one, Young, he'll take this one down. Young all alone, makes a shot there, and save, loose in front. No one can seem to get this puck. Puck is loose once again, and that was an amazing shot there. As they take their way back into the neutral zone ice. Center ice, and they'll fight for this one. Puck just keeps getting hit back and forth. Both teams fighting to get possession. Shot there, didn't quite make that one in. Loose in front as they make their way through. Young, he'll get a hold of this. Shot there and just missed, couldn't quite receive and hit that one into the net. Harris, he'll get a hold of this one, trying to make a shot once again and blocked by his feet down and deep. Once again, puck is loose as they all try to get possession of this. Nova's working hard, picked up by Romard in center ice as they enter back into Nova zone. They'll take this one through. Puck loose once again. No one can get their stick on this puck as we enter back down to the Bandit zone. Robertson, he'll be here to pick this one up. Shooting it down back into the Nova zone. Once again, Mom Burkett keeping his eyes glued to this one as I say it's sent right back down to the Bandit zone. And whistles will go for icing there, so we're going to look at another face-off here down in the Nova zone as we go to set up. Nine minutes, 37 seconds left to go in this first, and we've already had some excitement going on here. Lots of shots. Currently 8-3, and as we stay in the Nova zone, we'll try to get another one here. Puck is right in front of the goalie bench here as they make their way. Buckers, he'll try to make a shot here, just wide, hit off the net there. Once again, stuck in the corner, and don't quite seem to get this one in their possession. Puck is loose once again as these boys fight to get this one up against the boards. So they're going to fight for this. Freed up there now. Possession and shot there. There was a rebound opportunity right there, but no one was there to collect and hit it in. Loose behind the net as these boys use teamwork to try to get this one out. Pressure is being applied down and deep by Dykers. He'll help his team out. Samson going for this one, trying to collect as that one gets picked up. Samson, he'll watch for this. McDonald trying to get this one picked up by Austin as he hits this one over as they try to set something up here. Fresh lights on the ice as they just had a switch, trying to get some movement going here. Lots of shots. None can seem to make it into that net. Held up against the boards as these boys fight for possession of this one. Down and deep is McLean, helping his team out by trying to get this one out. Chipped out and picked up by McDonald as he's trying to clear his zone and sending it back into neutral zone ice. Picked up by Samson. He hits that one down. Foot race here to see who can collect down and deep. Both boys fighting for this. Both lose control, but picked up by the Bandits as they get it in their own zone. Loses control in neutral zone ice. Making their way down is Camus. He'll make a shot there, but couldn't quite get that one in as the puck is behind the net. Once again, looking for a way to escape their own zone. Samson, he'll go to pick that one up, but loses control. McLean, he'll pick this up in neutral zone and chip it back down in. Picked up by the Novas as they try to set something up here to get this one out. Samson, he'll go to receive, but Parsons, he'll make his way back down to his zone, going to collect. As Doucette is there to help his team out. Once again, down and deep. These boys fighting hard for possession of this one. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go as they fight behind the net, trying to get possession of this. It is stuck between some feet here, and they cannot seem to get this one out. It is out, but they did not make a shot there as they just attempted to. Puck is loose once again. Both teams fighting. It enters neutral zone ice. Nova's going for that one to have an icing call off. Once again, back in Nova's possession, down and deep. As Crawford, he'll try to get this one in. Picked up by Mullen as he'll make a shot there and doesn't quite get in. Blocked there, cycled along the boards. Picked up by Bandits in their own zone. Burke, he'll pick this one up, chip it out for his team, but gets quickly turned over and sent back in by Crawford, helping his team out. Puck is loose once again, and they take a tumble down and deep, fighting for possession of this one. No one can quite seem to get their stick on it. Still a heavy and intense game going on here today, as these boys are both fighting to get this one back in. Camus, he'll chip that one back down in. Making their way through, trying to make a shot here. Misses the stick. Burke, he'll try to pick that up, but loses control quickly. Cameron skating for this one. Carell making his way over, trying to get possession in center ice here as these boys try to get their stick on this. Getting something set up here. Bandits, and they make a shot and just miss, so whistle will blow. So we're going to be looking at another face-off here once again. Six minutes, 14 seconds left to go in this first. Shots are 9-4. Great game here today. Puck is down and we are off. Novas, they'll get their stick on this one. Frazier, he'll send that one back down to his teammates. There to collect is his other teammates making their way through neutral zone ice. McIsaac loses control in neutral zone as he picks that up again. McIsaac sending that back down to the Bandit zone as they manage to clear their zone. Still stuck in center ice here as they chip that one down and deep, and whistle will go for icing. So we're once again going to look at another face-off here in this first. So we're going to make our way down to the Bandit zone, right in front of Doucette. Just under 6 minutes left to go here. And we're going to get set up. Puck is off and played off. They'll get that one behind the net. Making a shot there. Picked up by Burke as he'll get that. McDonald chipping that one back in. Hits his teammate in the face there. So whistle is blown. Unintentional. So we're going to get some fresh legs here on the ice as the change happens. And we're going to have a new face-off here in neutral zone. And puck is down. And no one can seem to win this one over, but they do enter the Bandit zone down and deep behind the net, fighting for possession of this one. Novas, they'll work hard as pressure is being applied. Lots of sticks, shot there and just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in the back of the net. They skate towards the Nova zone, picking it up. Will be Calder. Calder makes his way behind the net here. Making a shot there as they manage to clean their zone. Making their way back through is McIsaac. McIsaac working his way through as pressure is being applied down and deep by the Bandits. Bandits trying to help their team out here. McIsaac still pressure applied as he tries to get possession of this one. McIsaac shot there, just wide, couldn't quite get that in, but did manage to enter the Bandit zone, so there will be a switch here. Once again, fighting behind the net for possession of this one. Just under 5 minutes now left to go in this first. So far, no goal yet, but there's still lots of playing time to get a goal. McDonald, he'll go down, or pardon me, guys. McDonald, he'll go down and collect that one. They'll make their way back through neutral zone ice, making their way back down, trying to make a shot here as pressure is being applied, and just before he can make a shot, it gets turned over and set back down into neutral zone ice. There to collect his Frazier as he'll help his team out. Once again, loose, right on the blue line, and these boys fight for possession of this one, making their way down. Smith, he'll get this, making his way behind the Nova's net. Smith takes a fall, trying to help his team out here. Once again, Sampson, he's got a hold of this, sends it over to his teammate. Peeplers, he'll get this one, working his way through. Great footwork there. He loses control as that gets sent back down along the boards. Fighting for this one as it is stuck behind their skates. They chip that one out. Novas keep that one in the Bandit zone. Puck is loose once again as the Bandits, they clear their zone, making their way back down to the Nova zone. There to collect is going to be Purcell. Purcell making his way down, tripping that one through. Picked up by McDonald, and whistle will be blown here, so we're going to see another face-off once again with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. So that previous call will be called for offside, so we are back into the neutral zone here for another face-off, and we're getting ready here to drop this puck. And it is down, won by the Bandits as they collect that. Labucci, he'll send that one back down to the Nova zone behind the net. McDonald, he'll go to collect. Chip down around. Bandits are almost running to the ref. Making their way through is going to be the Bandits. They'll make a shot there, just miss. Picked up by the Novas as they try to set something up. Pressure is being applied. Fighting down and deep. Picked up by McCullen. He'll get this one, but loses control quickly. He sends that one back down and deep. As Bandits, they make their way through. Picked up by Novas as that gets turned over in neutral zone. Sent back down to the Bandit zone. Doucette, he'll collect that puck behind his own net. Going back to protect this one. Puck is loose once again. Picked up by Gillis as he'll make his way through. Puck picked won by the Novas as they make their way out of the Bandit zone in neutral zone ice. Bandits have a hold of this one. Io making his way through, manages to chip that one back into the Nova's zone as Novas collect in their own zone, trying to clear this one for themselves. Turned over to the Bandits as he is by the net. Momberke looking for this one, and puck goes into the net here, so The whistle will be blown. We're going to look at another face-off once again. So we're going to head to the Nova zone here. Mumberkid, he'll have his eyes go to this one at this face-off as they are right beside his net and they have a chance to score here. No playoffs, no penalties so far here today as that puck is loose once again. No one quite seems to get possession of this. Gillis, he'll chip that one over, entering neutral zone ice. Lost once again. There to collect is McIsaac as he'll send that one back down in deep. Bandits, they'll clear their zone for themselves. As that gets turned over, kept in by Gillis. He'll try to make a shot here, but pressure is being applied. A little bit of shoving going on. Burke, he'll make his way through neutral zone ice. Trying to chip this one in. His shot there, and great save there by Mumberkid. He'll help his team out. Shots are now 10-5. It seems like there has been more than that, because it is a very intense game here. All boys are super hyped up. It's getting extremely fast here. Lots of shots. Once again, another face-off here in the Nova zone as they'll set up. Puck down. Picked up by the Bandits as they'll make their way through. Shot there, just high. Didn't quite make it into the net there. Rebound opportunity right in front, but they managed to chip that one out. Nova's helping their goalie out. McLean, he'll try to win that back, but Nova's get a hold of this one as that gets sent down in. Icing called off there as they make their way back behind the zone. Chipping that one through, trying to get possession of this. Bandits will pick that up in their own zone, clearing it for themselves. Burke, he'll go to collect. Pressure is being applied by McDonald, but whistle will blow for icing, so we're going to see another face-off here once again. Back down into the Bandit zone we'll head with 1:30 left to go in this first. Doucette, he'll keep his eyes glued to this puck as they drop it. Getting set up here before puck drop. And it is down. Immediately goes behind the net here. Novus will pick that one up. Bandits will win this one. Burke making his way down. Burke trying to find a path here, and whistle is blown for offside, so we're going to see another face-off here once again. We didn't get a lot of playing time in there before the whistle was blown, so we're going to head back over to neutral zone ice here. Right beside the blue line, outside the Nova zone. Only got 10 seconds of playing time here, so we're going to set up for this one. Puck is down and picked up. Bound by Novas in their own zone, trying to clear this one. As they do, manage to get through to the Bandit zone. Shot there and just wide. Couldn't quite pick that one up. Loose behind net once again. Picked up by the Bandits in their own zone as they clear this one. They'll have a hold of this. Lose control. Trying to make a shot here. Great save there by Mumberkid as he keeps that one out of his own net. Once again, back down to neutral zone. Young, he'll chip that one back down in. Young gets a hold of this. Manages to get this one in the Nova zone. Nova's fighting hard to get this one out as Mullins, will get that one out for his team. Send back down into the Bandit zone here. And whistle will go for icing, so we're going to see another face-off once again with 36 seconds left to go in this first. Back into the Nova zone we're going to head for a face-off once again in this first. Almost done here, but there's still time for a shot opportunity. Puck down, chipped into the board, cycled along. Nova's there to collect. Young applying pressure as Novas take their way down. McIsaac working his way through with footwork, intensity. Shot there and just missed. Couldn't quite get that one in. Puck loose once again as they try to work their way along the boards, trying to chip this one out. Sent through neutral zone, entering the Novas as Novas go to collect in their own zone, trying to clear this for themselves. Sent over and picked up and lost control. Bandits will go to get it in their zone. Robertson, he'll chip that one along the boards, hoping for an opportunity to see this puck exit, and whistle will go, and that is the end of this first period here. Thank you for tuning in here live on High Button Sports. We'll be back here shortly for the second period action. Welcome back here live on High Button Sports, ready for this second period action here with Bandits and Novas as we get set up. Once again, one back by the Novas as they chip that one back down into the Bandit zone, and whistle be blown for icing. 7 seconds in, so we're going to see another face-off here down into the Nova zone. Second face-off of this second period as we make our way back down. Quiet crowd here up in the stands. Haven't heard much from them. Puck is down. And these boys are fighting for this one in between their feet. Won by the Novas as they make their way through neutral zone ice. Austin, he'll have pressure applied on him here as they'll make their way through. And Haley loses control, trying to win this goal for his team here. Bandits will pick this one up, making their way out of their own zone, helping themselves out as they enter back into the Bandit zone. Shot there and just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in the back of the net as they are behind the net, trying to make a score here. Puck loose once again as they try to get some teamwork here, trying to set something up, but keeps getting turned over to the other team. Novas look at possession of this one, making their way back through. Pressure is being applied as 3 of them are on Samson here, trying to get this puck away from him. Gets turned over back to the Bandits, loose on the blue line here, picked up by the Bandits, making their way back through neutral zone ice, past the second blue line here as they try to make a shot here. Pressure is applied as he tries to chip that one over, but wasn't quite received by his teammate. Back down again to the Bandit zone we go. They'll make their way through, trying to make a shot here. Gets turned over, picked up by pressure, is applied down and deep. They'll make their way through. No one can quite seem to get their stick on this puck and make a shot here. Once again, Bandits back in the Nova zone, trying to make a shot, and whistle is blown. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. And a penalty here for the Novas. So a power play for the Bandits, which will be good for them to have a better opportunity to score here. Noel Roman, he's going to be sitting in this box here for 2 minutes as he gets to watch his team play. The Bandits going to benefit from this power play here today in the Nova zone. They have a better chance of getting a shot here. For 18 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this second. They're trying to set something up here, trying to make a shot here. Robertson, he'll pick this one up, send it over, receive it back, send it back over to his teammate here as they make a shot here. There is some heavy defense going on, so they can't seem to find a way to get this in. Whistle is blown as that puck is saved by Mumberkit. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. 1:40 left to go in this power play. They're going to make their way back into the Nova zone where they just ended off for another face-off here, down and deep. Puck is down and won by the Bandits in Nova zone as they try to set something up here. Camus, he'll collect that one. Robertson, he'll try to make the same move here that he previously did. They make a shot there and just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in. Once again, picked up by the Bandits. Robertson, he'll get control of this. Trying to look for a lane here to shoot that one in, but blocked there. Great save as they try again once more to get this one in. Loses control, entering neutral zone ice. Robertson, he'll go to collect for his team. Sending that one back down in. Picked up. As there's a little bit of turn there. He almost lost control of this puck. Saved as they try to make a shot here, but just wide once again. No one can seem to get their stick on this puck and find its way back to the net. Once again, another shot here as he makes a shot, and great save there. So we'll be looking at another face-off once again. 53 seconds left to go in this power play. These boys are using this power play to their advantage here, and they are doing a really great job at it. 16-5 is the shot score. So once again, we have 53 seconds left to go in this power play. Still in the Nova zone. Bandits are using this to their full advantage. Once again, puck is won by the Bandits. Labucky, he'll pick this one up. Trying to set something up here. Nova's keeping their eyes glued to this puck as these boys are making their way through. Nova's, they'll pick this one up. Chip it down into neutral zone ice. Labucky, he'll go there to pick that one up. Making his way through. Pressure is being applied in his own zone, and he clears it, making his way back over to the Nova zone. Lucky still has his stick on this puck, and he turns that one over. Once again, picked up. As the puck is loose in front. No one can quite seem to get a stick on that, and whistle is blown. A little bit of a fight going on down here between the two boys. Let's see. We have 23 seconds left to go here, and we're going to see another face-off. 23 seconds left to go with the power play, and we're going to see another face-off here. 16 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the second. Still remaining in this power play, we are once again setting up in the Nova zone as they are ready to go here. And puck is down, picked up by neither team as that gets sent back down to the boards behind the net as they fight for possession of this one. All teams trying to collect as it is stuck along. No one could quite seem to get their stick on this. It gets chipped down to the Bandit zone. No icing call there as that was off. Doucette, he'll get this one here. 2 seconds left to this penalty here, so that has now expired. And Romard, he is back on the ice. These boys working hard. Austin trying to make a shot there. Couldn't quite get that one in as he gets a heavy hit down and deep. Loses control of his stick. And on the ground, he just got up here now, heading back to the bench as that was a tough fall for him. Once again, Bandits got this one in their own zone. Entering Nova zone here as they manage to find a way to get possession of this one. Novas will make their way through here. A shot there as they lose control. This gets cycled along down and deep in the Bandit zone. Novas will keep that one in for themselves. Trying to get something set up here. Trying to receive a shot for their team. McDonald, he'll get possession of this one. Chip that one back over. Trying to make a shot here and saved by Doucette as he helps his team out by not allowing that puck in. Once again, puck is loose and deep on the blue line of the Nova zone. No one could quite seem to get possession. Picked up by Romard as he'll make his way through. Once again, he has his stick glued to this puck. A shot there and saved by Doucette, so whistle will go and we will see another face-off here once again. Romard with a great shot there. An attempt to get the first goal of the game. Didn't quite get that one in, but still got a great shot there. Calling another player here for the Bandits for this setup. With 15 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the second. So we're going to get ready for the face-off here down into the Bandit zone. And puck is off, won by the Novas. So they make a shot there once again and didn't quite get that one in. Picked up by McDonald as he'll keep that in for his team. Once again, loose behind net as they fight for possession of this one. It's lined up against the boards, fighting for this one, and whistle will be blown here. So we're going to be looking at a penalty here for the Bandits. And that will be really great for the Novas here. Number 5, Cale Parsons. He's going to be sitting in this box here for 2 minutes now. So the Novas in the Bandit zone have a power play, so that's going to be great for them to try to get this puck in the net. And it is down. Once again, lost. Picked up by the Novas. It's looking good for them here. McCullen, he'll pick this one up. Crawford, he'll get this. Send it over to his teammate. Crawford picking this one up for his team as he's trying to make a shot here. Pressure is being applied down and deep. Shot there, but kept out by Doucette. Picked up once again by the Novas as they are taking full advantage of this power play here now. 1:35 left to go and saved by Doucette. They make a shot there. Couldn't quite get that one in. So we're going to be looking at, once again, another face-off here. So we're going to set up right beside Doucette here. Down into the Bandit zone. Novas jumped the gun there a little bit, so they're going to switch off. Romard, he'll take possession of this one. Picked up by McCullen as he makes a shot there, loose in front. No one was there to collect. Bandits chip that one back down into the Nova zone. Great save there by Mumberkit as he'll keep that one out of the net for himself. Picked up by the Novas as they try to create some time and space for themselves to get this one out. Making their way back through, entering neutral zone ice. Pressure is being applied. Crawford, he'll pick this one up, trying to make a shot here, and is saved by Doucette. That one makes its way behind the net. Once again, loose along the boards. These boys fighting for possession of this one. Stuck in some feet there as they get it back in. Nova's trying to keep that one in for themselves, but couldn't quite. McDonald, he'll enter his own zone, clearing it for himself, making their way back through, entering the Bandit zone here. No icing call there, and they'll pick this one up. A little bit of a line change there, right outside as the puck was there. Making their way back down to the Nova zone. 38 seconds left to go in this power play here, with 13 minutes left to go in the entire game. So Novas, they'll make their way back down. McDonald, he'll get that one in. Saved there by Doucette as this puck is loose once again. McDonald, he'll go to collect. Trying to make a shot here, trying to set something up. As Novas lose control of that. Frazier picked this one up, makes a shot there, and hits the board on the other side. So Bandits will get that one and chip it down into the Nova zone. No call there for icing. 7 seconds left to go as this penalty is about to expire. Once again, Nova's behind their own net, trying to create some space for themselves. And time, Frazier, he'll pick this one up. McIsaac, he'll take this one, trying to make a shot here. No one there to receive that send-off there. Once again, puck is loose behind. They'll go to collect behind the net, and pressure and being applied. Novas will look at this one. There's intense defense here going on. Bandits making sure this puck does not enter that net. Trying to chip this one out, but these Novas are on top of them here today. No one there to receive that puck that was chipped off. Picked up by the Bandits in their own zone. Looking for a chance to clear this one. Camus, he'll help his team out by trying to maneuver his way through. And skating, he takes a fall, helping his team out. A coin, he'll get this one, loses control, neutral zone ice. They'll make their way back down into the Nova's zone here. 12 minutes left to go in this second, and so far, no goal yet. Novas will make their way back down. Looking for a shot opportunity here. And misses as the puck is loose in front, and they make a goal there. So Novas will have the first goal here of the game as they go back to the bench to celebrate that one. That one snuck in. I didn't even see it. So we're going to head back here to center ice as they go to celebrate that one, getting some fresh legs here on the ice after that amazing shot there in the second. Just as I was saying, there was none so far. This really set the tone for the game. Now the Bandits are going to try extra hard to tie this game up as they enter the Nova zone. Nova's playing hard here, not allowing them to tie this game up as they make their way back down to the Bandit zone. Doucette has his eyes glued to this one. Ready as they make a shot. They were just high, couldn't quite get that one in. Loose once again as they almost enter the neutral zone, but gets chipped back down into the Bandit zone. Bandits trying to clear this one for themselves as they make their way through. Helping each other out by making sure no defense can be applied as they send that one back down into the Nova zone. Great save there by Mumberkit as he has his eyes glued to this one as it is stuck along the boards here. These boys fighting for possession of this one. 11 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in this second. So far only one goal won by the Novas as they make their way through. Puck is loose once again and they'll fight for possession of this one. Making their way through, trying to get possession of this as it is stuck behind the Bandits' net. Once again loose, picked up by the Bandits as they make their way through. Robertson, he'll go with this one, using great footwork there to maneuver his way through. Loose once again as it is stuck along the boards here, picked up by the Novas in their own zone, clearing it for themselves, making their way back through neutral zone ice as they manage to get their way into the Bandit zone here. Looking for possession of this as it's stuck along the boards, won by the Bandits as they make their way through. Io, he'll be the one to collect this one as pressure is being applied. Him and three Nova's players. McIsaac, he'll take this one back down and deep as they enter behind the Bandit zone here once again. Puck loose, no one there to collect. Fighting for this one as it keeps getting turned over. No one can seem to get their stick on this puck here today. Picked up by the Novas. They'll go to collect, make a shot there, but it's blocked by the players. Bandits will go down to collect as they fight for possession of this one. McIsaac tries to collect that one, but gets sent in the air and picked up by the Bandits in neutral zone ice. Entering the Nova zone now as Novas try to clear for themselves, using great footwork and speed here to get out of this one. Sampson helping his team out by not allowing that to stay in here. People is trying to get this one picked up once again. So we'll have the Bandits behind their own net. Pressure being applied as they try to create a way to exit their zone. Shot there. Smith hitting that one over. Now in the Nova zone, the puck is. These boys looking for a way to get a hold of this one. So they'll exit Nova zone here, and they take a tumble there. 3 boys down. Io manages to keep that one out of his own zone before it could even enter, as that one gets chipped along the boards down in deep of the Novas. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here today. That puck will get sent right back down. Novas helping themselves out by clearing this. Managing to. Duggan, he'll get this one. Trying to make a shot here. Second goal of the game if possible. Once again, he loses control. Nova still has their stick to this puck in the Bandit zone. Novas will try to set something up here, looking for a way to sneak this one in. Shot there and just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in. Shot there, loose in front. No one was there to collect. So that one did not enter the net for a second time here for the Novas, as that puck enters back down into the Nova zone. Loose once again. No one there to collect. Picked up by the Novas, making their way through. McCullen, he'll clear that one for his team. Picked and chipped off. Saved by Doucette, as that puck is still around the net, as the Bandits try to clear this one out. Making their way back through neutral zone ice. They'll go behind the net once again. Mumberkit, he'll stop that one behind the net. A little under 9 minutes left to go here. Crawford, he'll chip that one out. Gets picked up by the Bandits as they make a shot there, and is saved. Loose in front. That did not manage to get back into the net, but puck is loose once again. Robertson, he'll chip that one back over. Trying to make a shot, but just wide. Couldn't quite get that one. And stick is broken. I cannot see whose stick that is, but I'm sure pressure is being applied. Down and deep. Novas look at this one, clearing their zone, making their way back to neutral zone ice. That gets turned over to the Bandits, chipping that one back down and deep. Stewart, he'll try to collect, but that goes right into the net. So we're going to see another face-off here. Number 23, Noel Romard, scores, assisted by number 10, Asher Sampson. So that is who scored that first goal here of the game. Great teamwork here. So that whistle will have gone for offside. So we're going to be ready for a new face-off here in neutral zone ice with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in this second. Bandits will try hard to keep this one out of their zone as that gets sent down. McLean working here hard to get this one. Parsons, he'll go to collect this, but loses control as Doucette tries to chip that one over to him. Parsons, he'll get that one in. Chipping that down to his teammates as they make their way back through, trying to get possessions. Nova's tried to pick that one up in the Bandit zone, couldn't quite, but picks it up in the neutral zone here as they chip that one back down and deep. Once again, puck is loose. No one can guarantee a possession of this puck here today. Once again, chip behind the goal here, cycled along the boards. Both teams working hard. Cycled once again back down in as both teams go to get this one. Caught up along the boards. McLean, he'll try to get a stick on this. Couldn't quite. Fighting for possession of this. McLean, he'll go to collect behind the net. McLean hits that one up. Making their way back through is O'Coin. O'Coin, he'll chip that one over. Makes a shot there. Couldn't quite get that one in. But they are back in the Nova zone here. So Nova's making sure the Bandits don't tie this game up. They'll clear this for themselves. Puck loose in center ice here. Picked up by Austin. McIsaac, he'll send that one back down to the Bandit zone. McLean, he'll go to collect. Trying to clear this one for himself. Making their way back over to the Nova zone here. Under 7 minutes left to go. A little bit of an audience here. Is that a strike up along the boards? These boys fighting for this one. Picked up and won by the Bandits as they try to make a shot there. Great save. Once again, they make their way back through. Couldn't quite get that one to the back of the net there. Loose in front as they try to make a shot here, but whistle is blown. So there is no goal here for the Bandits. And we will see another face-off here once again. Shots are 20-12 so far in this game. Very intense. A lot of back and forth here going on. Great teamwork happening. Some great passes and even better receives. So Bandits still try to set something up here. Making their way through. As puck is loose between some feet. No one can quite seem to get this. Novas still make their way through. Entering the Bandit zone. They lose control. Sampson couldn't get a stick on that one. Keepless. He'll get this one. But lose control once again. Shot there. Great save by Doucette. He manages to keep that one out. Stuck and being fought for along the boards here as both teams are trying to get a hold of this one. Picked up by the Bandits as they try to clear the zone for themselves, but loses control. Bandits, they'll get that as that heads right beside us into the penalty box here. So they're going to have a new face-off here. Now there's 2 pucks on the ice. So we're going to get ready for another face-off here once again. They're going to return that second puck over here. With just under 6 minutes left to go here in this second. Nova's still winning with 1-0. So we're getting ready for this face-off. And Bandits take a fall on the shot here, and they make a shot and didn't quite get that one in. Picked up by the Novas. Crawford trying to keep this one in. And whistle will go here for offside, so we're going to see another face-off once again. Still in the lead is Novas. Right outside their zone. They're going to make sure the Bandits don't enter this one. Once again, being fought for. As Crawford, he'll chip that one back down in. Robertson, he'll go to collect. Sending that one over to his teammate to collect this one. Parsons, he'll make his way through. Once again, picked up by Robertson. As he'll try to get this one back to the Nova zone, and does. Icing will be the call there, as no one touched that one before it reached his way down. So we're going to head back over to the Bandit zone, where Doucette is waiting. He'll have his eyes go to this one. A little bit of a line switch here, getting some fresh lights on the ice for this new face-off here of the second period. Near the end we are. Puck is dropped and played off. Picked up by the Novas as that one hits his teammate on the chest there. Making their way back through neutral zone ice. No one can quite seem to collect this one as it is stuck on the red line. Bandits will make their way through. Smith trying to make a shot here, but pressure is applied down and deep. He'll try to get possession of this one as Novas fight for this, making sure they do not score here. Once again, held up against the boards as they manage to get that one out of that little fight there. It's freed up now. Boys lose control of this one, and he'll take a fall here, and whistle will go with just under 5 minutes left to go here, the second. So we're going to have a penalty here for the Novas, a tripping call. Number 12, McDonald, is going to sit in here for a couple of minutes of playing time, which is going to be great for the Bandits as they are in the Nova zone, and they need to tie this game up for themselves to have a chance of winning here. And that is exactly what they'll do. Puck is dropped. Both teams fighting for possession of this. Camus will get this shot there and is saved by Mumberkit as he'll help his team out by not allowing that one in. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. Only 6 seconds of power play here, and we already had one shot. We'll see what this next minute and 54 seconds brings us. Puck is down once again after that playoff there. Bandits still get this one, keeping it in. Camus will make a shot there, sending that one back to his teammate. Shot there, just high, couldn't quite get that one in. Novas go to collect down and deep, trying to get this one out. Robertson, he'll try to keep this one in, and does. Robertson helping his team out by not letting this one escape, using this power play here to his full advantage, and that puck was close to the net there, couldn't quite get that one in. Once again, loose in front. Robertson, he'll pick this one up again, sending that one over as they make a shot there. Once again, too wide, couldn't get that in. Camus will send that one back over to Robertson. He'll lose control of that. Another shot there. Camus will make a shot there and just high. Couldn't quite get that one in. Shots are now 22-12 for the Bandits. With that 22, Burke, he'll try to chip this one back down in and cycles out along. Mumberkit, he'll get this one behind net. Making their way back down and deep. Icing is called off here, but it's saved by Doucette. Robertson, he'll pick this one up in his zone, clearing it for themselves, making their way back down into neutral zone and entering the Novas behind the net. Novas will chip this one down along the boards as they fight for it. Crawford, he'll keep his eyes glued to this puck as it is in their own zone. Shot there, loose in front, no one there to get that one in. Puck is loose, and Novas save it from getting into the net there. Celebration over here on the bench. 36 seconds left to go in this power play here as McDonald is still in the penalty box. Robertson, he'll chip that one back down over. Loose, down and deep. Frazier, he'll go to collect. Frazier, he'll get his stick on this puck as he sends that one back down into the Bandit zone. Doucette, he'll go to pick this one up. making their way behind the net, trying to create some time and space as pressure is being applied. McDonald, he'll pick this one up, making his way through. Chandler, he'll get that one back down as that gets sent right back over to the Bandit zone. Parsons, he'll go to pick this one up. Parsons going behind the net as pressure is being applied on the other side here by Crawford. Crawford takes a fall. Bandits trying to make their way through. Pressure is applied. Crawford trying to look for a lane here. Picked up by the Novas. Novas making their way back through, and that penalty has expired, so there's no longer a power play here. Bandits trying to create a setup here to get that puck in the net as it is held up along the boards right behind the net. Mumberkit has his eyes go to that puck as that was too close to home for him. Novas making their way through. One man all alone. His team coming to help him out. Puck loose once again in neutral zone ice, making its way back over. Smith trying to make a shot here. Loses control, couldn't quite. What a great opportunity there. Couldn't quite seem to find a way in. McLean, shot there, loose in front. Puck, once again, loose in front. Over the net. They shoot, they score! Great goal here for the Bandits as they managed to tie this game up. So we're going to head back to the bench to celebrate that amazing score here today. Let's see what the rest of this second period and third period brings us. Let's see who will win this game today. So we're going to head back to center ice here now. Hopefully to get another face-off here and break up this tie. Once again, back to center ice. A minute 58 left to go in this second. Puck is dropped and picked up and won by McLean. He has chipped that one back down to the Nova zone. Mumberkite, he'll be there to collect, but not in front of his net, so chances are of this getting in a second time are slim to none. So whistle will be blown there. So Quinn Smith, number 14, he'll make that goal for his team, but assisted by Beckett Schlender and Maximus Young. Great team effort here as they are going through. Once again, puck drop in the Nova zone as they try to make a shot there. McLean couldn't quite find that puck to the net there. A minute 38 left to go in this second as these boys fight for a second goal, trying to break the tie here. Novas get possession of this one in their own zone, making their way through, entering the Bandit zone, and whistle is blown for icing, so we're going to see another face-off here once again as we make our way back over to the Nova zone. Back down and deep, we're going to have a line change here, getting some fresh legs on the ice for the last couple minutes and few seconds we have here of playing. Both teams managed to goal 1 point each. Tiebreaker will be an exciting goal here as the Novas make their way to the Bandit zone. Robertson going to collect in his own zone. Hits up against the board as Novas try to get this one back in. Novas get possession of this. Trying to make a shot there. Loses control. They'll keep this one in though. McCollin makes a shot there. Over and high up there. Back on the ice it goes. So set up for another shot here. Loose again. Picked up by the Bandits as they try to clear this one. Io, he'll help his team out. They enter back into the Nova zone. Mumberkite has his eyes go to this one. Shot there. Loose in front. No one there to collect. Once again, behind the net they'll go. Trying to collect this one. Mumberkite, he has his eyes on this puck, making sure this one does not enter the zone. But they managed to exit the zone, so he is at ease now. But they enter the Bandit zone. Doucette, he'll have his eyes go to this one. As Robertson, he'll lose a stick. He'll go to collect as this team fights for possession of this one in their own zone. Shot there and saved by Doucette. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. 29 seconds left to go in this second period here on High Button Sports. A full line change here, getting some fresh legs on the ice for this last few seconds of playing, as these boys will help their team get this one out of their zone. Novas, they'll try hard, shot there, and saved by Doucette as that one gets sent behind the net here. Once again, cycle along. Novas trying their hardest to keep this one in the zone, hoping to make a shot here. 17 seconds left to go in this second. Once again, loose. No one can seem to collect here. Picked up by the Novas. Crawford, he'll chip that one over, hoping someone is there to receive. Crawford, he'll try to pick that one in neutral zone, but can't. But it gets sent back down. Bandits will turn this over. A second left to play here, and whistle will go for second period here. Thank you for tuning in here live on High Bun Sports. Mila on the camera. Mila on the mic, Lucy on the camera. We will be back here for a short intermission break. Welcome back here live on High Button Sports for this third period of action for the Novas versus Bandits. So far this game is tied up, but we have 20 minutes to find out who's going to win this game. And first whistle here is going to go for icing, so we're going to head our way over to the Nova zone for a second face-off here today. Only 8 seconds in, and we already have, once again, another face-off. So these boys just had a good break here. They should be hyped up for this third period. And we are ready to go, and puck is off. Won by the Novas in their own zone, clearing that for themselves, making their way through, looking for a shot here, opportunity, but loses control. They'll go back, trying to set something up here. Picked up by McClellan. He'll make a shot there. Great save by Doucette as that goes right off him. Making its way around the puck, making its way around the boards. It's McClellan, he'll go pick that one up again. Pressure is being applied. He loses control. They enter back to neutral zone ice. Picked up by McDougall. Sampson, he'll get this one, sending that one over. Once again, making their way through. Shot there. Great save once again by Doucette, helping his team out. Shots are 30-18. Novas, they'll try to go for another shot here. Lose control. They'll pick this one up, sending it back down just wide of the net. Hitting backboard there. Going to pick this up. Once again, looking for a shot opportunity. They'll make a shot there. Bandits save that before it could reach Doucette, helping themselves out here. Looking for a way in, trying to make a shot. It's the Novas. They're in neutral zone now with the puck, sending that one back down and deep. Line switch here, getting some fresh legs on. Parsons, pardon me. He'll take a hold of this ice, making their way back down. Whistle will blow for icing here, so we're going to head our way back down to the Bandit zone, exiting the Nova zone, and we're going to get set up for a face-off here. $18 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in this final and third period here today. Lots of games going on this weekend and next weekend, so make sure to stay tuned in here live on High Button Sports. We got you covered all day long. Once again, Bandits will win this one. Smith sending that over, and offside will be the call here, so we're going to see another face-off here once again. Lots of whistle calls early on in this third, so we're going to make our way over. Right outside the Nova zone here, getting ready for a face-off here as these boys set up. Puck down, picked up by the Novas, making their way through neutral zone ice, trying to enter Crawford. He'll get a hold of this one, trying to make a shot here. Just wide and saved by Doucette, so whistle will go once more. And we're going to see another face-off here once again. We have only played for 1 minute and 40 seconds, and we've had countless face-offs here today. Some of these boys looking super exhausted as they are playing hard out here. Pressure is high. They're probably all trying to get their way back for that puck in the net here. McCullen, he'll try to get this one. Chips that one in for his team as they go to pick up behind net. Loose once again, picked up by the Novas as they try to set something up here. But Bandits still apply pressure on them. Io, he'll get that one out of the Novas' reach there and cycle that one back down for his team to pick up down and deep. Hoping to get this one out of their zone, hoping to clear it. Puck is loose in neutral zone. McCullen, he'll chip that one back down and cycle along the boards. Doucette, he'll go to collect, but just misses his stick to that puck. Novas will try to get this one in. McCullen, once again, with another shot, cycling along the boards after the Bandits try to shoot this one out of their own zone. Picked up by Io. He'll make his way through neutral zone ice with a hold of this puck. His teammate picking this one up, helping them out. Heading back to his own zone, picked up by Harris as he'll make his way through along the boards here. Great save there as that did not enter in. Mumbakrit has his eyes glued to this one as he had to try to have a glove save there. Once again, puck is loose in neutral zone ice. No one could seem to get their stick on this one. Lots of footwork going on here. O'Coin, he'll keep his eyes glued to this one in the Nova zone, pardon me. Bandits will go. Camus, he'll have a hold of this one. Trying to get something set up to exit their zone. Loses control. No one could there to receive. Camus, he'll get ready for a shot here. And just wide, almost in, loose in front. Puck is still loose. Sent behind the net. No goal there. But a great opportunity there to get something going on for this. Once again, puck is being cycled along the boards down and deep as they make another shot there. Great save, and whistle will go. So we're going to see another face-off here once again with 16 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in this third and final period. for the Novas versus Bandits game here today. So we're going to head over to the Nova zone here. Refs there helping Mumber Kid out with something going on. I believe it was his neck brace. Once again, set up down and deep as no one can quite get a stick on this puck. Loose along the boards as they get shoved up against it. Looking for possession of this one. They'll go to collect. Bandits hoping to get this one, but gets turned over to the Novas as they make their way down. Samson, he gets a hold of this one, trying to make a shot here, but pressure is applied. Shot there, and Doucette saved that one. So we will have the whistle blown again and get ready for a new face-off here within this game. Novas here are hyped up on their boards. Great energy here. Peoples Hill trying to make a shot there just wide, gets cycled along the boards, kept in by the Novas as they lose control of that one. Picked up once again as Samson, he'll try to get a stick on this. Skating to see who can get a hold of this one. McDonald, he'll be there to collect in his zone. Turned over to the Novas once again in their own zone, clearing that for themselves. Sent back down to the Bandit zone here today. Shots are 33-20 as the Bandits try to get this one cleared. Burke, he'll try to get this one. McDonald shot there. Kept out by Doucette as this puck is loose once again along the boards. There to collect is the Bandits trying to get this one out. As they do, Novas will try to get this one in. Samson, he'll go to collect but loses it. Austin outside his own bench looking to see if he can get this puck in his possession. Bandits will make a shot there just high, almost got in. Loose behind the net, no one there to collect this one as puck is still loose. These boys working hard trying to get possession of this, trying to break this tie up. Anyone wants any shot. McLean, he'll lose his control as he tries to get this one on. Making their way over is a shot there and just wide, almost in. Couldn't quite get that one in the net. Puck is still loose behind at the Bandit zone as the Bandits go to pick this one up. Making their way through their zone, exiting and clearing it for themselves as they try to pass this one along. Hoping to get another shot here down in deep in the Nova zone. They'll lose control of that one. Picked up by the Novas. There's a little bit of shoving here as they try to claim possession of this one. Shot there. Picked up by the Novas before that could even enter the net there. Pardon me, guys. Once again, puck is loose. They make their way through. Novas making their way back through neutral zone ice. Hoping to get a shot here once again. Romard, he'll look for something to do. Once again, pressure is applied, and he gets slammed up against the boards here. Losing control of that puck, Romard, he'll look for another shot opportunity here, but Bandits clear their zone, making their way back through neutral zone ice. Young, he'll get this one, and stopped there by Mumberkit. And whistle will go here, so we're going to see another face-off here once again. Super intense pressure here on the ice. Everyone working their hardest, and it is showing. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this third. Still holding a tie here between these two teams. Everyone is on the edge of their seat here in the crowd, hoping to see who is going to win this game. Labucky, he'll get this one, send it over to Robertson. Robertson, he'll take a shot there, loses control. They'll make their way back through neutral zone ice. Labucky send that one back to Robertson. Robertson shot there just wide, couldn't quite get that one in. O'Leary, he'll get head up against the board. Novas, they'll take control in their own zone. Losing control, Labucky, he'll pick this one up. Labucky trying to get this one out of his own zone, but pressure is applied, and he is right beside that net, hoping to not get this one in as it gets sent back down into neutral zone ice, entering the Nova zone. Icing called off. Picked up by the Novas as they chip that one back down and almost hitting the ref there. Robertson, he'll pick this one up in his zone. As pressure is applied on him, he tries to get this one out. Robertson making his way back through. O'Hearn, he'll hit that one over. Making their way through. Once again, Novas has control of this one. O'Hearn losing control. Burke shooting that one in. McDonald, he'll send that one over to his teammate. Making this way back over to the Bandit zone. Icing call there, so we are going to have a new face-off once again. Shots are 34-21 with 13 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this third. We're going to make our way back down to the Nova zone here and get ready for a face-off once again. So far, no penalties this third period. No power plays yet. Not benefiting either team. Puck is down. Won by the Novas down and deep at their own zone, hoping to clear this one. They make their way through neutral zone ice as pressure is being applied by the Bandits, losing control, but manages to keep his stick on that puck. He takes a tumble, and Bandits clears for their zone. Making their way back through neutral zone ice as that one gets chipped down to the Nova zone here, and whistle will go for icing once again. So we're going to see another face-off back over to the Bandit zone here. these boys will go to get ready and set up for this one. Getting ready here right outside Doucette's net here. These boys set up and puck is down. No one can quite seem to get their stick on this puck as it gets sent back down along the boards. They'll look for a way to get this one out. Bandits clearing this for themselves. Hamas, he'll be there to pick this one up. Right outside the Bandit zone. They try to make a shot there, loses control. Make a shot there, loose in front. Nova's managed to get this one out, loose in front once again. This puck is nowhere to be seen in possession of the Bandits. Labucky, he'll try to get this one in. Manages to keep this one out of his zone. Hoping to get back down to the Nova zone to get another shot opportunity there. Nova's hoping to keep this one in their zone so they can get a shot opportunity as they get set up, lose control. They'll get possession back of this one as they cycle that one back down in. McCullen setting that one back down behind the net. As they fight for possession of this one, picked up by the Bandits in their own zone, hoping to clear this one for them. Camus, he'll make his way down, past the red line, past the blue line. Pressure is being applied. He's looking for somewhere to shoot this one. Stuck behind the net as that gets cycled down and deep. Picked up once again by the Novas as they make their way through, going behind the net, trying to create some space for themselves to exit the zone as that gets sent back down into the Bandit zone. Icing is called off. Bandits still go there to collect, sending that one through neutral zone, picked up by the Novas as they make their way through, back down and over. The puck goes behind the net. 11 minutes, 48 seconds left to go. Puck was loose in front of that net there, but no one was there to make a shot. Bandits still take their way back down to the Nova zone here, looking for a shot opportunity, but pressure is being applied with some heavy defense here today. Once again, puck is loose, and no one could quite seem to get a hold of this one. Parsons, he'll go to collect that one. Icing is called off. Parsons skating his way back down. Stewart there to collect for his team. Behind the net, pressure is applied. No one could quite seem to get possession of this, hoping to clear this for their zone. Cycling along the boards once again. Bandits still pick this one up. Picked up by Burke. He'll lose control of this in neutral zone ice. 11 minutes left to go. Still lots of time for another shot opportunity here. Hold up along the boards there. They'll make their way through. Loses control behind the net. And Nova zone will be the Bandits there to pick it up. Labucky, he'll send this one up. Once again, looking for a shot opportunity here as he'll take a tumble over there. Puck is loose once again in front. Labucky, he'll take this one up. And glove save there by Nova's goalie. He'll take another shot there, looking for an opportunity to set something up here. Nova's will take a fall there. Lots of back and forth here as Bandits try to set something up once again. Puck loose in front. Great save there by Mumberket. So whistle will go there, and we will be looking at another face-off here. We had a good run there without any calls and penalties. So far, no penalties in this third period. Knock on wood. Only 10 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this third. Shots are 38-21. These boys all tired, but looking for a motivation to get this puck in the net. Robertson, he'll chip that one down along the boards. Fighting for this one. It'll get picked up and turned over, taking a fall along the boards there as they make their way through, looking for possession of this one. Once again, fighting for this along the board, stuck in some feet here, and no one could quite seem to get a stick on this puck. Loose in front, still fighting along the boards, manages to get picked up and turned over. Young, he'll try to get this one, but gets turned over to the Novas as they make their way back down to the Bandit zone, hoping for a shot opportunity here. The pressure is being applied, picked up by the Bandits as they manage to get their way through their zone, clearing that for themselves, and bring back down into the Nova zone here. No icing call there. Once again, they're trying to find a way to maneuver their way through, hoping for a chance to get this one out. On the blue line they are. Young, he'll manage to keep this one in, fighting for this along the boards right outside the Nova's bench. No one can seem to get their stick on this puck. Smith, he'll skate for this one, hoping for a chance to win as Novas pick this one up in their own zone, making their way back down to the Bandit zone. Cycle along boards here. Robertson, he'll go to collect this one. Parsons, he'll make his way over. But Sampson, he'll be there right beside him to collect, fighting for this along the boards, down and deep, the Bandit zone. 9 minutes left to go. Novas will keep this one in for themselves, chipping that one down in. Parsons, he'll get a hold of this, cycling it down, hoping for his teammate here to receive that one. Smith will hit that one over. Making their way back through is the Bandits to neutral zone ice, hoping for a shot opportunity here, just wide, couldn't quite get that one in. Picked up by the Novas. Sampson, He'll help his team out, looking for a way to get this one cleared. And they do, helping themselves out by not allowing this in. Doucette, he'll collect this puck, and whistle will go, and we will be looking at another face-off here once again. Eight minutes, 54 seconds left to go in this third. Still tied here, shots 38-22. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left to go, and this face-off has just begun. So, back down in the Bandit zone we are. Boys fighting for a win for this one, hoping to get this puck out of their own zone as they make their way back through neutral zone ice, entering the Novas here, and whistle will go for icing, so we'll be looking at another face-off here once again before anyone could have an opportunity to make a shot here. We're going to head back down to the Bandit zone here once again. Doucette ready in his net, hoping this one does not slip in. We're going to get ready for a face-off here down and deep the Bandit zone. And puck is down. It gets cycled along the boards as they manage to keep this one out. McDonald, he'll pick this one up, make a shot there, just high, couldn't quite get that one in. Bandits hoping to regain possession of this as they make their way back through neutral zone ice. Camus, he'll get this one, trying to make a shot there. And it was in, but the net has come off. And Novas has been slammed up against the board. So there will be no goal there. But they will manage to get this net back onto the ice there. A little line change here, getting some fresh legs on so they can hopefully get another goal here for themselves for another face-off back down to the Nova zone. Just a little over 8 minutes left to go in this third. Big crowd here today on this beautiful sunny Sunday morning here in Bedford. They'll shoot that one over. They goal! Bandits have got their second goal of the game here today. Celebrating this. They're going to head back to the bench to celebrate this with their team. I didn't even see that one slip in there. Congratulations to these boys here today, helping their team out with 11 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in this game. So we're going to head back to center ice. Some crazy goal there today. Some fans in the crowd here. Lots of little fans celebrating this goal. Happy to be here. Great sportsmanship there in the bench there for the Bandits. So Novas are going to try hard to get this game tied back up for themselves as they enter the Nova zone here. Looking for a shot opportunity is the Bandits as Novas pick this one up in their zone, hopefully making their way back down. They do, entering the Bandit zone, looking for a shot opportunity, but loses control, and they take a tumble there along the boards. Once again, making their way through, looking for a way to get the shot in. Bandits, they'll send their way down. Labucci, he'll make his way through, trying to look for a shot opportunity, but pressure is being applied down and deep. Puck is behind the net there. It gets picked up by Novas as they make their way through. He'll chip that one over. Once again, loose behind net. Doucette will go to collect for his team as he hands that one off. Picked up by the Bandits. The neutral zone ice as they try to get a third shot here, just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in the back of the net there. Puck will get cycled down and sent back in. And once again, picked up by Parsons. He'll lose control of that one. Cameron, he'll send that over. Making a shot there, but didn't quite in. Icing called off. Lumberkit, he'll stop that one behind his own net as they fight for this possession of this one behind the net. Nova's looking for a way to get this one in. Nova's fighting for a way to get this puck out of their zone. Austin, he'll fight for this one. Keeps losing control. That gets turned over to Young. Young looking for a way to get this one in. Slips that one through the Nova's feet there, and he loses control as it is held up against the boards there. Once again, picked up by the Novas in their own zone, looking for a way to clear. Gillis still go to collect, but loses control, but at least they're in the Bandit zone, but whistle does go for icing, so we're going to head back down to the Nova zone here. Joseph Ayo scores, assisted by Jackson Camus and Nathan McLean for the Bandits team here today. So congratulations to those boys for helping their team out in this current lead here they have going on. 6 minutes left to go in this third. Will it be tied back up? Stay tuned to watch and find out. Nova still get this one. Lose control. Gillis, he'll fight for this along the boards. Lose control. Once again, Gillis looking for this one in his own zone. Chandler, he'll go to pick up, sending that and clearing his own zone for his team. Heading back down is the Bandits, looking for a third and shot here today. Save there. That one did not get in, and whistle will be blown. So we're going to have another face-off here once again. Shots are 39-22. That's an insane high number. So we're going to head back down to the Nova zone here. Getting some fresh legs on the ice after a little change there. These boys are fired up for this third period and the last couple minutes they have left of it. Countless opportunities and possibilities and lots of time here for another goal. Labuki, he'll set up, but that one gets turned over down and deep. Novas will get possession in their own zone, heading their way back down and through neutral zone ice as Bandits almost picked that one up, but he loses control. McDonald, he'll pick up in neutral zone, making his way through on the blue line. They'll shoot that one back down in. They'll go down to pick that and collect it. Novas get a hold of this, trying to make a shot here. Gets picked up and turned over by the Bandits as they're looking for a way and a path here to get this one out. Clearing their zone, stuck on the blue line, picked up by the Bandits, and whistle will go here for offside. So we're going to see another face-off once again. Just under 6 minutes left to go in this third period. So we're going to head our way over right outside the Nova zone here for face-off once again as these boys set up. Line change here. These boys looking defeated as they are working hard here out on the ice. Puck is down, stuck between some feet here. No one could claim possession of this. Gets picked up by the Bandits as they make their way over, looking for a shot opportunity. Loses control. Picked up by Novas as they make their way through. Stewart, he'll pick this one up, looking for a shot opportunity there. Labuki, he'll get this one shot there. Just wide, couldn't quite get that one in. That one is saved by their goalie, so the whistle will go there. Mumberkit saving lots of shots here today. Both teams having a great game as they make their way back over to the Nova zone, getting ready for another face-off here. Romard back on the ice as he got the first goal there for the Novas. So they are hoping for another shot opportunity here as he helps his team out. He'll make his way down, looking for a shot opportunity as that gets sent and chipped down into the Bandit zone there. There to pick up is Doucette. Back into his net there. McCollin, he'll make a shot. That goes high into the net, so whistle will go once again with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this third. Bandits still in lead 2-1, but the Novas are not giving up yet. They're having a line change here, looking for a way to get this puck back into the Bandits net. They are in the Bandit zone, so chances are good for them to set something up here. Set behind net, along the boards. These boys fight for this. Loose once again, Novas will pick up, looking to set something up. Pressure is being applied down and deep, chipped into the boards. McCollin, he'll get this one up. The Bandits will take control of this. Camus, he'll pick this one up. Turned over to the Novas there. They're still trying to get this one out, clearing it for themselves. Sampson, he'll get a hold of this. Push up against the board right outside his own bench. Loses control. Camus, he'll pick this one up in neutral zone ice, looking for a way to maneuver his way through these skates. And heavy traffic going on here. He'll chip that one down and deep in the Nova zone. They'll go to collect. Once again, cycled along the boards. Robertson, he'll hit that one back down in, keeping this in for his team. Held up against the boards. Boys all fighting for possession and wanting to collect this puck here today. 4 minutes left to go. That puck gets sent right behind the net. Novas, they'll make their way through, looking for a way to clear this one for themselves. Nova's still looking for a shot opportunity as that is collected and neutral zone ice sent back down to the Bandit zone here today. Less than 4 minutes of play here. So far, no penalties. And these boys are going back and forth between these two zones here. Shot there and just blocked by a teammate. Fighting for this along the boards as they are shoving and pushing, looking for this. A little bit of fight break out there. And whistle will blow. So we're going to see another face-off once again. Line switch here, getting fresh legs and more energetic legs on this ice here today as they go to set up down and deep. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. Shots 39-22. Bandits still in the lead. Nova's hoping to get this puck cleared from their own zone as they are in it currently. Nova's looking for this one. Bandits trying to get a stick on it, hoping for a third shot here today. Taking a tumble down and deep, trying to gain possession of this one. Making their way back through Zanovas as they'll go over. McDonald, he'll have control of this. Looking for a shot opportunity. Great save there by Doucette. Crowd applauding for that one. Great glove save there as they make their way back for another face-off here with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this third. So we're going to get it set up in the Bandit zone. Nova's hoping to tie this game up for themselves. Not wanting to lose, not giving up quite yet as they try to set something up here today. Cycle along the boards. Bandits still go to pick that one up. Lose control. McCullen, he'll make a shot there just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in the net. They'll make a shot there. McDonald sending that one back down in. Saving this for his team as he picks this one up. He'll make his way over. Trying to look for a shot opportunity here. Sends that one over to his teammate. Gets turned over to the Bandits as they get collected. Making their way back down. Crowd is going wild here. Trying to make a shot there, but gets turned over to the Novas in their own zone. Helping his team out. Picked up once again by McDonald. He'll make his way through. Looking for a shot opportunity. And saved by Doucette. Applied there once again for Doucette. Saving countless goals in this game here today. His team will go over to congratulate them. So we're going to see another face-off here once again in the Bandit zone. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in this third. Once again, Bandits still in the lead. Nova's in the Bandit zone looking for a shot opportunity as they go to set something up here. Shot there. Once again, another great save by Doucette. So they're going to set right back up to where they last came from for another face-off here. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this third. Puck down. Picked up by the Novas. One shot there. Another glove save by Doucette. He is on a roll here, 3 for 3. So we're going to see another face-off here once again. Doucette having a great game out here today. Puck is down. Picked up by the Novas. Caught in some feet there. Bandits still get this one. Trying to make their way through and out of their own zone. McCullen, he'll chip that one back down in once again for his team cycling along the boards. Doucette, he'll be there to pick that one up. He needs to get back on his net because Novas are fired up and ready to get any shot opportunity they can. Sampson, he'll pick this one up along the board. Sampson fighting for this, hoping to get a score here. Once again, picked up by the Novas. They'll make their way through, back in their own zone, hoping to clear this one. McCullen, he'll chip that one back down and over. Sampson, he'll pick this one up, looking for a goal opportunity, but gets turned over. Young, he'll collect that one in neutral zone, but just misses. Sampson, once again, has a stick to this puck, making his way back through to the Bandit zone, looking for a shot there. Loses control of this puck as it is sent back to McDonald. He'll look for a shot opportunity, gets hit off a player. 1:25 left to go in this third. All boys looking for a way to get this cleared and a way to get a shot in. Everyone has their roll out here on the ice. Novas will take a fall there, looking for a shot, but loses control, and whistle will go here once again. Only 1:11 seconds left to play in this third. So we will head back over. And we're going to see a penalty here for the Bandits, which could be bad for them. Braxton Robertson, number 3, he's going to be sitting in this bench, or this bench here for the last little bit of playing time here. He will not go back on the ice unless we go into OT. Timeout will be the call here, so we will take a quick break here on High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back here live on High Button Sports for the Bandits versus Nova game here today. Bandits have 2, Novas have nothing. Robertson sitting in the bench for the Bandits, So there is a power play going on, and they are in the Bandit zone. Nova has the opportunity to tie this game up, and we can go into overtime. That is a true possibility here today. They have 1 minute and 9 seconds left of playing time. Nova's using every second they have to get a shot opportunity here, hoping to set something up for their team, hoping to tie this game on, hoping for a win. Once again, Bandits have control of this, looking for a shot here. Picked up by McDonald. He makes a shot there. Loose in front. They could not get that one in. Amazing save once again by Doucette. As he keeps this one out for his team, they enter back into the Nova zone. Collected by McDonald in the Nova zone here. They'll make their way back up and through. Hoping for a shot here. Their goalie has been pulled. So there's no goalie on the Novas as they make a shot there. Novas looking for a way to get this one in. 25 seconds left to go in this game here today. Bandits still in the lead, still winning by 1 goal. Nova's looking for a shot opportunity here. 18 seconds left to go in this third. McDonald looking for a way to get this one in. Once again, loose in front. No one can seem to get their stick on this puck. Bandits pick this one up, exiting their zone, looking for another shot, and just wide. Couldn't quite get that one in. 5 seconds left to go here. Novas have this one in their zone, hoping for a way to get this out for a one last shot opportunity, and the Bandits win! Congratulations to these boys who won 2-1. We'll go over there to celebrate that. Thank you for tuning in here live on High Button Sports. Mila on the mic, Lucy on the camera. Stay tuned for many more games here to come this weekend and next weekend. Thank you so much. Enjoy your morning.